know you guys are experts. I'm not even going to say the word today because we just talked about it at calendar. I know you guys can read this M word that says mm. Did you guys say May 6, 2020? Good reading. Now, let's see who can read this one. I'll just move my finger. You read. Did you read, dear friends? Awesome. Now, we're back. Miss Vex has that tricky one. Who remembers that from on Monday? I put that word up for the first time. If I was a word detective, I might break that word into parts. I see that the first part of the word is Y-E-S. Yes, like yes. Miss Vex, can I sharpen my pencil? Yes. Miss Vex, did I do very well in my work? Yes. Lisa, that is the word yes. So we know our long word has the word yes hidden inside of it. Then if I look at the next three letters, T-er, ter. So if I say yes, ter, and then this word we see often. It's in the word today, it's in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is the word day. So we have yes, ter, day. And if I slide that together, yesterday. So yesterday, what are we going to say about yesterday? Yesterday, the temperature was, and I just told you, that it was about +8. +6, +8, depending on which thermometer I looked at. So I'm going to say 8. And I'm going to use a red today because a red is a warm color, a hotter color. Now, we could say +8 because it's on top of the 0 on the thermometer. But generally we don't. We only put it a minus sign or a little tick if it's underneath there. So +8, and then I have the little tiny O, that means degrees, and then I have the C for Celsius because that's the way we measure our temperature. Yesterday, the temperature was 8 degrees Celsius. And we talked about what that meant, all the wonderful things we can do when it gets a little bit warmer out. Underneath my greeting to you today, I made a little chart. My chart is called Staying Healthy. Yesterday I talked about how important it is for us to go in the sunshine because the sunshine gives us vitamin D. It's important to keep us happy and it's important for our bodies. It keeps our bodies healthy. Now under my chart I had two different subtitles or littler titles. The first one is called People and the next one is called Plants. And then I made a giant T. Under the word people, I put all the things I could think of that people do to stay healthy. Under the word plants, I put some of the things that I know that plants need to stay healthy. So, let's see what people need to stay healthy. The first thing I wrote was need food. Food is our energy. Food is what keeps our heart beating, what lets us run around. Food is what helps us to swim and to think. Keeps all the parts inside of our body moving and going. It's like it gives us all the energy that we need. So we need food. If we don't have food, our body will run out of energy and all the parts inside of us will not work as well and maybe even stop working. So I need food. Ooh, that's the same word. Look at that. Look at that. Same word. What was that word? Need water. Our bodies are mostly made up of water, whether we know that or not. And we can't see it. It's inside of us. But we have a lot of water inside of our body, so we need that water. It's called being hydrated. And if you don't have enough water, it's called being dehydrated, and it actually can make you very, very sick. So we need water. You might get your water from drinking juice or milk, or you might drink water bottles or out of the water fountain or a glass of water. There's different ways you can get your water, but we do need it. Otherwise, our bodies will not work well. We need shelter and clothing. Now, the reason we need this, we're not like a bear or a horse or a deer or a moose who can go out and live in the bush and they don't need to wear any clothes and they don't need to build themselves a house because they have thick skin and they have very thick fur. And their bodies are built to be outside without clothes or without a house to keep them warm. But we're not like that. People need shelter. We need something to keep the cold away from us. That's why we build houses and put heaters in them. Or if you're out camping, you put up a tent or you build a little cabin to stay in so that your body doesn't get too cold, because if you get too cold, you can get sick. And the same thing with our clothing. Even on a pretty warm day, and today's a pretty warm day, we couldn't go outside without our clothing on because it would just make us too cold. And if we stayed outside too long, we could get sick. So we need shelter and clothing to keep us healthy. We need sunshine, which I already said. We need friends. People need other people around for lots of reasons. First of all different people are good at different things. So the people who are around you, say, who are good at building stuff, might help you build a house. But you might be really good at cooking, so you make them dinner. People work together to make their lives healthier. Also, we need friends, or we need people around us to make us feel happy in our hearts so that we don't feel alone and we don't feel lonesome. So friends help our bodies because they help us to get all the things we need to be healthy, but they also help our hearts, our inner feelings, our emotions. And that's important, because if your inner emotions are not happy, then it's hard for you to do all the other things that you need to do to stay healthy. Like if you're feeling very sad, you might not feel like eating, but you need that food to keep your energy going. So friends are an important part of what we need. The last one I put down here, I thought it was just very appropriate for the situation we're in right now. I said we need to wash our hands. And the reason I said that is because right now we have to keep washing our hands because there's that bad virus that's traveling all over the earth and making a lot of people sick. And every time we wash our hands, we make sure that virus goes off of us, goes down the drain, and dies down there, hopefully. So I put that in there as something we need to wash our hands, but we need to do things to keep our health good. And one of the things we do to keep our bodies healthy is washing our hands, because we wash away the germs. But I wanted to compare, so these are all things people need. Now here I had the word plants, and I put, you need food, so that's the same as us. Look, we both need food. We need water. We need sunshine. They need sunshine. So the same thing. They need food. They need nutrition. They put their little roots down in the soil and they pull out all the stuff that makes them healthy out of the soil. That's where they find their food. And water, when it rains, it goes down, and again their little roots go down there and it pulls the water out of the ground and into the plant because it needs that to keep it healthy. Sunshine, it opens up its leaves and it just lets the sun come in. And actually sunshine helps to make the leaves green. There's another thing that we need, and I didn't put it on here, but we all need it. We need oxygen. Because we need to breathe, right? If we stop breathing, we're not going to be very healthy, are we? Plants also need air. They actually produce oxygen for us. Okay? So they take in this, when we breathe out all the bad part of the oxygen, the part we don't need in our bodies. The plants take that part and they bring it into their bodies and they make us new oxygen for us to breathe. So in this part, we work together. We breathe out, take a breath in, and we breathe out. And when we breathe out, we're breathing out all the parts our body doesn't need. It's called the carbon dioxide. And then the plants, they take in the carbon dioxide into their bodies because they need that for their growth, and then they put out brand new oxygen for us to breathe later. So plants actually help keep people healthy, and people can help plants stay healthy because we give each other the kind of air that we need to breathe. That's pretty cool. Miss Rex is going to ask you today to think about an animal. Any kind of animal you want. It could be a bird, it could be a dog, it could be a bear, it could be a moose, could be a cat, could be a hamster, could be a guinea pig, could be a rat, any kind of animal you want. And I want you to think about the things that that animal needs to stay healthy. Can you draw me a picture of that? Draw me a picture of your animal, and then all around your animal, draw me the things that it needs to stay healthy. So you really have to think about it. What does that animal need to stay healthy? And see if you can apply what Ms. Vex taught you here about people and plants and put it to an animal. Do they need different things to stay healthy than us, or the same things? I'll be interested to see. I hope to see lots of pictures. Talk to you later, boys and girls.